Well, what we're seeing all over the world is that a young generation is losing faith in the old order, the ability and the willingness of the old order to address the challenges of the climate crisis and to address the challenges of future pandemic security. What the young generation is now doing, both collectively by voting in elections as well as organizing themselves in civil society organizations, is they're putting pressure on conventional politics and they're giving incentive to politicians, be they center left or center right or green parties and others. They're giving them the political incentive to respond to these challenges. Democratic politics and electoral democracy provides valuable incentives if the people who are voters act with their conscience, think about the challenges that societies face, and expect politicians to respond to those challenges. It's a powerful force.
Talking to the minister today, I see that the globe is very much connected, and I see more clarity with my work, especially when he talks about change from the private sector. This is something I've been thinking very much about. And for me, I've always thought that for Nigeria, change is not going to come from the government, but the private sector as well. But I didn't know how this was going to come about. By him talking about the World Bank de-risking investment environments for the private sector, I think that was something worth taking away.
Well, it's quite amazing for a master's researcher student to be able to meet such a dignified person and have a very intimate dialogue. I think, just through this conversation, he's brought in a breadth of experience working with various international actors into a single sentence, really, in 45 minutes, where he's gone from talking about vaccines to climate change to the World Bank, IMF. So he's talked about all these various multilateral actors and put the conversation in a thread, which is easy to understand for students like us, but also gives us some ideas about what a senior politician, a senior minister thinks about where the world is headed, what as young students in transnational governance we might have to do to fill the gaps that are emerging. So it's really an incredible opportunity.
So this is a really important issue, and it's a really transnational issue, and effectively we need to be protecting the climate, we need to be protecting ecosystems, protecting human populations, and the best way to do that is this transnational approach, sort of the governance without borders, and this is what we really need to be promoting.
Well, we have to start by asking ourselves what the challenges we face are, nationally as well as globally. And wherever you look in the world, whether it's the advanced world or the developing world, the largest challenges we now face have to do with the global commons. The deterioration of forests, the natural ecosystem, and the resulting loss of health security for human populations. These are the challenges of the global commons, climate risk and pandemic risk. To sort out the problems of the global commons, we need to address it through a common approach, not just a national approach. We need collective investment, and we need transnational governance to be able to mobilize collective investment and to deploy it for the common good. That's what will benefit countries rich and poor. It's that transnational governance that allows us to invest collectively in global public goods.